Hello, hello, hello to all of my Capricorns. This is Queen Moon Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy Freedom Friday. It may be still Thursday where you are, but you know if you've been tuned into my channel, depending on where you are in the world, some of the readings will go up a day before, depending on where you are in the world. Hopefully you all are setting your intentions. I know you are having a great day because you're setting those intentions. We talk about setting your intentions a lot, and they're very, very powerful when you set your intentions, but I want to make sure you all just remember, make it a part of your daily routine, to set intentions, because they really are powerful and they do work, right? When you set your intentions to have a great day, you're not allowing anything from the outside to disrupt that day that you set in place with using your words, right? So you said it, it's your universe. So even if somebody at work tries you, or someone tries to, distract you with something, you're like, nope, I'm having too much of a great day. I already set my intentions. I got my morning started out right. And, I started my meditation and all of that stuff. And so that's what you're doing. That's what I'm seeing for you all, Aquarius, so far. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Happy solar eclipse. Happy new moon in Aries. We are in pre-Mercury retrograde. So messages are coming through to you all. And remember how crafty the enemy is. Sometimes the enemy will try to come back, in a soothing voice. The enemy is sometimes just voices coming back from your past. Even if you haven't talked to people in a while, or you haven't interacted with people in a while, they're trying to come back from your past. But pay attention, be very sensitive to energy, because if not, that energy is taking up space in your universe for the things that you've prayed for, Remember, a solar eclipse is like it's a supercharged new moon, right? So this new moon is in Aries. Here we have the Five of Swords. We also have the Everything is Fine. We have the Temperance card. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Lovers card, and also the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so congratulations in advance. Some kind of decision has been made in your favor, Aquarius, about some things. I'm talking to you if you are Capricorn. If you're on the cusp of Aquarius, so if I said Aquarius, I meant to say a cusp of Aquarius or cusp of Sagittarius. But I'm definitely talking to you all Capricorns. If you have Capricorn anywhere in your chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but also a Capricorn is your MC or IC. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Here we have the Temperance card. We have the Lovers card. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Five of Swords, that Everything is Fine. This is usually the Ten of Cups card, the Ten of Swords card, but everything is fine. So Source is saying to you something from your past, maybe trying to rear its ugly head, but a decision in your favor has already been made by Source. And we also have the Five of Swords. And so every time you look back and think about some things that hurt you from the past, Source is saying to you, it's time to put down the sword. Stop talking about it. Stop overthinking it. If you're overthinking it, remember we are in a fire sign season, or at least at the time of filming. And we're also new moon phase in a fire sign. So that's how you're going to cleanse, by fire, tossing it into a burning bowl, releasing it in love, right? Instead of waiting for something else to happen. And then saying, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Source is already telling you in a very gentle way, in a way that only you would understand. It's congratulations to you. So here we have the Three of Cups. Great things are happening for you. And so this is where I'm serious every single day. A lot of times people are waiting for something big to happen, when the big thing is that we're breathing. We have another opportunity to set those intentions. So again, I'm seeing for somebody, twin flame energy is coming across your path in love and or in business. But more importantly, some kind of a major decision has been made in your favor, Aquarius. So time is going to, all the time that somebody has been overthinking something, Sources, and I'm going to give you that time back. So it's almost like, I had to be involved with these types of relationships in order to appreciate this relationship right here. So so that's why Source is saying, put the swords down. See how this person keeps looking back long after something has moved on, a situation has already moved on. Source is saying, that's why I want you to put the swords down, so you can see the blessings coming your way. If you got one hand, in the past, just kind of sort of stuck, like this sword right here, they just got this. It's like a person who is pitching their tent. I'm not gonna budge until I know for certain this person calls me back, or they come back around and they close it out for me. So it's just like they don't have the power to close out a cycle. They don't have the power to move forward. The only person that can do that is you. So sources say move on from something, and you definitely have a guardian angel that says move on from something. So you didn't waste time. It's God's time. It's what lessons did you learn with the time that God gave you. Here we have the 8 of Wands, we have the 9 of Cups, we have the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and also the 4 of Cups. So somebody was definitely in denial, was walking around with blindfolds, not really walking around with blindfolds, like somebody just didn't want to see something from your past. And people kept telling you, kept saying, go ahead, cut that off, move on, it wasn't meant for you to go back to that, so on and so forth. And it could have been deeply heartbreaking and deeply disappointing. For some of you all, you could have moved away, like physically moved away from one state or one area to another. And people kept telling you, hey, Capricorn, move on, that it wasn't meant for you to go back there. But again, because you all are earth signs and very loyal, some of you all may have kept in contact with some old colleagues from old jobs or friends from where you used to live, and people kept trying to tell you, like earth angels and ancestors are telling you, move on from that. Pitch your tent where you are in a new space that you're in, this new job, leave all of that behind. And so somebody just kept being pulled back to something. I just gotta wait. I'm overthinking. I'm not really sure what planet is retrograde. We're currently in pre-Mercury retrograde, so it could seem like the messages are garbled. However, this is how you remember, planets don't move backwards and they don't move at a slower pace, right? So it gives you an opportunity to slow down and really think about, when you replay some of those situations that you left behind, do you really want to go back to that confusion? Absolutely not. Do you want to go back to the ghosting? Do you want to go back to the lying? Do you want to go back to all of those things? So Mercury retrograde is not as bad as people make it seem, because some of those people don't really understand how retrograde works. But I'm glad you're here, because I'm going to show you. Planets don't move backwards and they don't move at a slower pace. It just gives that illusion. But you can slow down, right? And you can go back. When we're talking about retro, you can go back through your memory and say, do I really want to go back to that? The answer is a no. Even if you're confused about it, the answer is no. If it's not clear, the answer is no, because somebody is still fighting their demons, right? So here we are. We are in Aries season, and we're in a new moon phase in Aries. Aries is, I'm going to make this crystal clear to somebody. Aries is ruled by Mars, right? So this is how you'll know, right? This is what Mercury being pre-retrograde wants you to focus on. Mars is the planet of assertion and action, right? I'm going to give you some ideas of the people that you left behind, right? So you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. There should be no more confusion. These people saw you as competition where there was none. The only competition we have is in the mirror. We're only competing with ourselves. We're trying to be better than we was the day before. They saw you as competition. They were at war with you, right? They saw you as, I'm at war with this person. We're not even talking about friendly competition like you would see in the movies, right? We're talking about really at war with you. That almost like they saw you as a threat. So I got to take that threat out, right? Some of those people were, their energy towards you was draining, right? The same courage that you used to inspire them, the same bravery that you used to inspire them mentally, emotionally, intellectually, it wasn't reciprocated. It wasn't reciprocal energy. So hopefully that helps somebody, because every time you think about it, person saw me as competition and I'm trying to help this person, or the person was at war with me and I'm trying to align myself with this energy. It doesn't matter how severe it was or how, subtle it was. It's draining, right? And then to sexual drive, because Mars is the planet of competition, survival, strength, capacity for action, courage and daring, anger, sexual drive, fighting spirit, energy, vitality, conflict, right? When it comes to sexual drive, was it disrespectful? If you were in a relationship with the person, are they always flirting with other people? Or did you have dreams that they cheated on you? Or did you feel like You know, one minute you felt passionate about this person, but the next minute you couldn't trust them. I mean, all of this confusion going on. We're talking about the energy planet. We're talking about Mars. And this is the beautiful thing about Mercury being retrograde, right? Let me put a positive spin on Mercury being retrograde. It goes really retrograde on the 21st, but it's in pre-retrograde right now, right? But still, it's you know, you're thinking about, okay, am I confused? Am I drained around this energy? One minute one minute I'm up, next minute I'm down. That's a no. That should be a no. I need to release this, right? Because somebody has been sitting around overthinking something. The whoever you've been overthinking could have been mom, dad. It could have been a person you were in a romantic relationship. Doesn't matter who saw you as competition or who was at war with you. Who doesn't matter, you know, who had this. One of the things that I'm picking up on for somebody is that, you know, somebody could have had a sibling, and I hope I'm not talking to you about this, but this is what's coming up in my spirit. And again, only take what resonates with you. Somebody could have had a sibling that, you know, was flirting with somebody that you were in a relationship with. That's Mars, right? It's draining energy, because remember, Mars is also that sexual drive planet as well. So that passion there, somebody's solar plexus and sacral chakra out of alignment. So anyway, I see you moving on from some energies, and I see you literally feeling like you hit the jackpot. Like, I'm so grateful that I was able to physically move on from some of these energies and move on from some of these people's demons, you know, so that I'm not irritated by their demons. So again, congratulations to you all, and congratulations to somebody who is now making room to either go into business with somebody where it's totally clear, there's no shade going on, no nothing, or in a romantic relationship. But again, a decision has been made in your favor, and things are about to speed up for you. So again, remember, we are in a new phase within a whole new cycle, right? So again, decide what seeds you want to plant moving forward. You have to decide what seeds you want to plant moving forward. So yeah, yep, this is great. So somebody's energy, definitely, if you go back to those energies, it will feel like a scorpion sting. It'll feel, if somebody is at war with you and you're like, I don't even know why they have an issue with me. I don't know what I could have said or did to them. Like, what? Sometimes it's just your light shining on their demons. So you don't want to find out from the scorpion sting, because you feel like, okay, well, I'm taking the high road and I'm a good person. So source is saying close it out. Here we have the Knight of Cups, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Knight of Cups is about saving yourself. You being your own knight in shining armor and saving yourself instead of sitting around ruminating over it. Here we have the Queen of Cups, more water, more emotions, right? This is a person who is queen of their emotions. Like, you have a lot of compassion. You're a person who is not looking down on anybody, but you're also recognizing, hey, it is time for me to move past this. Here we have the World card, the Ace of Wands, the High Priestess, and also the Seven of Swords. Like I said, this is them towards you. Manipulative, playing little games. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's very, very subtle. And sometimes it looks just like this. They see you as the enemy. And let me see if I can take this enemy out. And sometimes it looks like trying to take you out by setting you up, getting you to say something in front of cameras, getting you to say something where you're typing out a text message or email where they can turn around and use that against you. Sometimes it just looks like them starting an argument with you. So somebody has to be real sensitive to what's going on. Your third eye is wide open, so you know exactly who I'm talking about. You have High Priestess energy, so somebody is definitely highly spiritually gifted. You're picking up on all kinds of energy, and source is saying right here, be very serious about your assignment in their life have been fulfilled. It's time for you to close out this cycle airtight and get real serious about it. This is your card. This is Saturn. This is the World card is Saturn, right? And so we know what Saturn is. You know, that's your ruling planet. We know what Saturn is all about. We know that Saturn is the planet of authority and maturity, right? That's the planet of, you know, it's a very serious and formal planet. It honors traditions. It also honors limits. It also honors rules. And so this is where you're saying these are my boundaries. My boundaries have been set, and if I break my own rules, then I'm stepping outside. I'm putting myself back in a wilderness situation to go back to something that God has already delivered me from. So yeah, something that God has already delivered you from. So if God sanctified you or set you apart from something and you try to go back, just remember how, like, sometimes people try to, they've made a name for themselves, and they try to go back to let everybody know that they're still the same, and people are sitting around trying to think about how they can distract you. How can they do something, to harm your dream. So here we have the Magician card, the Devil card, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Moon card. Yeah, so Devil card, right? So this is further reiterating, closing out something. Further reiterating, closing out something. Further reiterating, closing out something. This is your card, which everybody has demons, right? But this is where something is like really trying to get you to leave a cycle open. With sources saying get real serious about it. Like I said, be mature about a situation. Take authority, some kind of authority. When you think about Saturn, Saturn is the planet of concentration, limits, being serious, formal, creating some kind of rules, discipline, being patient with yourself, being an authoritative figure in your own universe, working very hard. It's mature responsibility and dignity. So when you're closing out cycles, you're closing it out with dignity. You're not waiting for somebody else to close it out. Your blindfolds are off. Somebody could have been in denial about something for a long time, and that ego will rise up and keep it open, waiting for somebody else to close it out. Sources like protect your creativity, protect your heart. Protect your creativity and protect your heart. So here we have the Knight of Wands. Night energy is coming out again. Night energy is about saving yourself. Being able to get as far away from anything, like I said before, that sees you as competition. They don't want you to get ahead before they get what they need, right? Sometimes it's hard when you're in a romantic relationship, because you're like, okay, we're inspiring each other. But if sometimes people get joy out of seeing you being behind them, you don't have as much money as they have. They don't. So you all know what I'm talking about. Like, so source is saying save yourself from these energies that's so draining that it's actually making you look worse, right? And so 1 minute you're inspired, the next minute you're not. So you are, like I said, you all are heading in the right direction. Keep up that same energy. There's just a lot of water in your cards because there's been a lot of manipulation, and it's being something from your past has been trying to rear its ugly head, and you have a feeling that something from your past is trying to come back in emotionally. And this is several situations. I know for some of you all this could be overwhelming, because it's like, okay, gosh, I just want the information to come to me. But if you can keep in mind that as a divine feminine sign, all of this information is coming to you, things that you deem as good and things that you deem as bad, and everything in between. When you want clarity, I'm talking about complete and total clarity, go straight to source. But you got to create a discipline in your life. You got to, wake up, set your intentions, sit down for 5 minutes, or let that meditation music play in the background while you're getting ready for work or whatever the case may be, so you can flush out all of that stuff. Let it play while you're lying down at night so it can flush out, and during the day while you're running that water. All of that is giving you an opportunity to hear directly from source. Create some kind of safe, quiet space so that you can hear messages. They first come across Capricorn is like, okay, none of this makes any sense, right? So that's normal. Sometimes it comes across, you're like, I don't understand what any of this means, right? That's normal. Sit down, if you in your quiet time, journal it, right? Sometimes people will use the message system on their cell phone, and just like as a microphone, you're sending it to yourself, like press it, hold, depending on what kind of phone you have. You can even record yourself. Like last night I had a dream about such and such, and this is on your way to work. Turn off the radio. Record yourself on your cell phone. Last night I had a dream about such and such. It made no sense to me, but these are some of the things that I remember. Because when you come back during your quiet time, again, away from work and all the distractions, you can go back and listen to what you said in your own recorder and say, okay, God, help me make this make sense to me. Turn on your meditation music and let the the information start to flow, right? Hopefully that makes sense to somebody, because messages are coming through. Messages are trying to come through. This is the Magician card attached to Mercury. Again, Mercury is pre-retrograde right now, but it goes retrograde officially on the 21st. That's where you're going to have your breakthrough. That's where you're going to have your breakthrough. God is trying to help somebody to, because we have the High Priestess energy right here. God is trying to help somebody sharpen somebody's gifts. This gift didn't just come from you. This gift came from somebody in your family or people in your family that's also highly spiritually gifted. And so God is trying to send messages through to you, but you have to discipline yourself. The advantage you have, Capricorn, is that it's going to come to you, but you have to do the work too, right? So here we have the Knight of Wands. So again, night energy. Night energy is like just stay as far away from those energies and get some clarity until it starts to make sense to you. It's like, again, you may think you're being paranoid, you may think you're going crazy, but you're not. It's God's way of saying, I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to help you all, Capricorn, to really listen to your intuition. The stronger you get in listening to your intuition, you're going to feel 1,000% better. Like at first, I used to feel paranoid, but I don't feel paranoid anymore. I'm going to make a decision and stand on it and move forward. So that's what I'm saying for you all. So Source is saying to you, congratulations. Something from your past is trying to resurface because it wants to try to kind of sort of make amends in a sense and kind of soothe its own ego. The Source is saying keep on moving forward. Every time you look back, you're giving air to it. You're giving life to it. And so Source wants you to move on from it. So here we have the Chariot card. This is a victory for you. We have the Two of Cups, the Universe card, the Knight of Wands, the King of Cups, and also the Six of Cups. Chariot card. So I do see some kind of your efforts are being rewarded. Your efforts are being rewarded to break away from some kind of a demonic tie. Demonic tie is not with another person. It could appear that it's another person, but a demonic tie is if I break away from this person, place, or thing, I don't know what lies ahead. I'm fearful. It can even be addictions. Any kind of addictions. I don't have to name all of them, but there could be some kind of an addiction or something there too. And so we have the Two of Cups. And so some kind of proposal is being made in business for somebody. And it could also be like if you're in some kind of a demonic tie, there could be someone who wants you to make a proposal, but there is something unsettling in your spirit about it. And if there's anything unsettling, you feel like you're being rushed, you feel like you're being pressured, you feel like you're drained because it's like it keeps coming back around, it's a no. It's time to break that chain of fear, doubt, uncertainty in your own spirit. And I do see somebody being victorious and moving on from something. So again, congratulations to you all. The universe is definitely on your side. They're definitely on your side. Source wants you to move on in childlike faith. Here we have the King of Cups and also the Knight of Wands. King of your emotions. So we got the King and Queen of Cups here. Not only are you compassionate about what you're thinking about leaving behind or what you've already left behind, but you are in control of your emotions. Like when I get really, really stressed, this is you. When I get really, really stressed, this is you saying, I need to go to the beach. I need to go to a lake. I need to go work out. I need to do something that is going to help me have clarity of thought here. It looks like somebody is a highly creative person, but you're also you also attract very manipulative energies because of that. Again, you're highly magnetic, so you also attract highly manipulative energies. You attract other creative energies as well, but you got to be able to sift through all of that. And that's why I talk about water so much on my channel, because as you are flushing out all of those toxins, Source is also sending you messages as well, and you want to be receptive to that. So here we have the Knight of Wands again. Knight of Wands came out twice. Get as far away from any energies that burn you out. Like I said before, they see you as competition. They operate in survival mode. They're trying to strong arm you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They're trying to get you to take some kind of action before you're ready. You all need time to process. Even if it's years, you need time to process, and they're trying to get you to take some action. They cause you to be angry or frustrated. There's something about their sexual drive is out of alignment. Either they're promiscuous or they're very rigid. And if that doesn't align with you, again, move on, because it'll cause frustration, anger. If they don't seem very motivated by things, or they're just overly to the point it seems like they're bullying you, and you need to get as far away from that. If they are draining your energy, just the thought of even interacting with them is draining. You need to get as far away from them. If they are not vital to your success, this may be something that challenges somebody, because you may be thinking, well, I don't want to seem like I'm judging somebody. If they are not vital to your success, You may either need to demote them in your universe or just revoke all access. And if they have a bunch of conflict in their spirit, it's always something, we always, everybody knows those people. They always, it's something always going on. They always in fight mode. They argue easily, all of that. Remove them. All right, so let's get ready to close it out. Let's make sure we got everything here. So I think you all have a good idea of what kind of spirits, I try to run it down as much as I could, but somebody is, like I said, just as attractive as creative energy is to you. You attract that same number of highly manipulative energies, right? So ideally it would be nice if we could attract, just all, energy on your frequency and everything is crystal clear, but it will be crystal clear when you start to develop a discipline, a routine. I'm listening to my music every single day. So even if a person is trying to use any kind of rigidity where they're using, some people, they try to use that 3-letter word to, play those games with you. They're going to try to withhold it from you. And, you're in a normal situation, they playing those games, or they just overdoing it whenever they're trying to distract you. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, sources or people who, like I said before, they're trying to manipulate you, trying to hang something over your head. Hey, if you come back to this city or state, we got these opportunities for you. Let's say, like I said, because you're creative, all of that is that sacral chakra energy, right? If you come back here, we got a nice such and such setup for you. We're going to pay you X amount of dollars. Sources saying leave it in the past, all of it, because their wealth and money, all of that doesn't come from them. It comes from source. So pay attention. Please pay attention. Water is going to help you with all of this. All right, 7 of Swords. Yep, the Tower card. We have the Page of Swords. We have the King of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I thought I said, okay. Queen of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, some people are going through a tower moment and they need your creativity. They need your emotions. They need you. And again, you already have clear emotions. You're king of your emotions. You're queen of your emotions. You're not only compassionate, but you're wise enough to know, I know when I get stressed out and I'm confused about something, I need to be near some water, drinking more water, spiritual shower, spiritual bath, sacral chakra music, or meditation music. I know what to do so I can get clear answers about things. So somebody is having a tower moment and things are not going very well for a lot of people who, like I said, try to manipulate you. They try to play you in lay terms. They try to play you and they play themselves because you walked away or God got you out of a situation, right? See these 2 swords right here? They look like lipstick tubes because of these cards. But see, these 2 swords right here could be 2 situations in particular that swords are saying, I need you to take all your swords, all of your power, and get away from those 2 situations right there, right? And so the situations could be people, places, and things. So whatever it is, no matter how subtle it could be, because people are having a tower moment right now, somebody's spirit can be crying out from the depths of hell. See this person right here? Somebody is falling out of a, everything around them is crashing down, right? Everything around them is crashing down. And this is not one person, it's several energies. This is karma, right? This is bad karma because karma is not good or bad. It just is. But this is the energy they sent out to the universe and it's happening to them. And this is them in their own personal hell. So it's several people. And so it's other people around them that's falling down with them. Things are not working out the way. They may be trying to give you the impression that things are going well for them, but things are not going well for them. And they're trying to use whatever your demons are against you to pull you right on down with them. So hopefully that makes sense to you all, because some people are going through some things and sometimes it sounds so faint and so subtle, like help me. Like you can hear that in the spirit realm, help me. And so, but this is what you're moving towards, financial independence. And also this is how people see you as a person on your throne, right? A person who the energy of money comes to you. People hold you in very high regard, Capricorn. They see you as a person that they want to be connected to. But for that same reason, that can cause people to be resentful. Like, why does, Capricorn keep attracting all of these people and things just seem to come to them so easily. But anybody who knows the Capricorn knows just how hard you guys work. You literally are the hardest working sign in the zodiac. So that sea goat that seemed like it's just swimming all across the water, just smooth waters, don't see how those those sea goat legs under that water is trudging through, mud and getting entangled in things and to stop and go and all. They don't see all of that. All they see is that things that seem like they just come to you easy, just glide, to you. So again, save yourselves. So this is what you're headed towards, financial independence. And then we also have the King of Cups again. King of Cups coming. This is like double down on being wise about certain things, right? Knight of Wands, like I said, came out twice. Get as far away from any energies that I just described in terms of, we're talking about Mars energy, and then the Page of Swords. You'll see the anxiety go away very, very soon. Again, people are going through a tower moment, but it's energy that they created for themselves. And so karma is just real hitting hard, for some people, So let me, I usually don't use this word, so hopefully you all are, will catch on to what I'm saying. I don't like to use it because you put that energy out into the universe and that energy comes back. A lot of people, let me just phrase it this way. A lot of people are nervous about the state of the economy, no matter where they are in the world, right? But I need you all to see this from a very logical standpoint. On one hand, you may hear through some media outlets that, oh, this is happening here, this is happening there. But some of you all don't have to look far. You can literally look in your own neighborhood and see cars are being sold. You see people are still taking trips and flying places. You see buildings going up. People are building buildings, and those buildings are going to be rental space for some people. So somebody has it right when in how they're speaking things into existence. So you can't get caught up in, oh my God, this is happening. So everybody is terrified and scared. This is what these people are paying attention to. They're listening to all that stuff on the news and all of this, while other people are saying, so God got you out of some situations that if you go back to it, you are sort of you're at risk of being poisoned through your ear gate or eye gate through their lens. And so that's how they'll pull you back down into their personal hell. So pay attention, Capricorn, pay attention. All right, here we have your commitment is being tested. Yeah, there's a lot of people who want you back in their lives right now because creatively you can do a whole lot of things for a lot of people. But this is not you all holding a grudge. I need you all to understand. See, a lot of people don't even know what the word grudge means. They just accuse people of holding grudges. When you are awake, you are aware. I need you all to remember some of the things that people said to you, and what their actions were. Their actions were, let their actions speak louder than their words. That's going to help somebody move forward, right? Don't let people pull you back into something by baiting you into something by saying, oh, you holding on to a grudge. You're not holding on to a grudge. You've now become aware and you're protecting your energy. So if they want to use the word grudge, no, you're not holding on to a grudge. You're protecting your energy. Somebody is very, very creative looking at the cards here, and that's going to make somebody financially independent. But if you go back to energies that are very manipulative and that sits in your soil and you keep overthinking that, really buying into and believing that kind of stuff, and you'll be able to know who is working together. Sometimes people don't catch it until later on down the line. Trigger words. Somebody's accusing you of holding grudges when somebody else accused you of holding grudges. Are both of those people right? Nope. You're protecting your energy. That could mean that they've been talking to each other about you. Pay attention. So again, like I said, you're moving towards financial independence, but you're also closing out cycles. Here we have clearing. That's right. Here we have, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. That's freedom. Such freedom. Yeah. There's some people, like I said before, financially, they're not doing as well as they had predicted that they would do because of what they're listening to in their ear gates and eye gates, because you don't have the power to stop someone's money, just like they don't have the power to stop yours. But you can be distracted by seeds that people are planting in your spirit if you pay too much attention to what they're saying. Let's see if we make sure we go ahead and close this out. Let's see if we can go ahead and close this out. But yeah, just keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith. And just remember, because you're highly magnetic, a lot of good things and a lot of bad things are trying to attach itself to you or reattach itself to you, Capricorns. But again, I see victory. Your efforts are being rewarded to break away from these energies. So here we have primal, number 32. 32 reduces to 5. It's just a very pivotal point in your lives. There is no way around but through the very truth that lies within you. Yeah. It's a pivotal point in your lives. And so I do see you moving on from something. I see you moving on from something. See you moving on from something. Somebody's ex really wants back into your space. They always saw you as a person they always saw you as a person who is reliable, stable, someone who is someone who has this maternal energy. I'm talking to men and women, Capricorns. Somebody who was very caring, somebody who was very compassionate. But remember, along those same lines, these are some of the same energies that says you were emotionally unstable. They did things that try to trigger your emotions, to get tears out of your eyes. They try to do things. All of this is aligned with your sacral chakra, sexual energy, whether it's using it to get what they want from you or using it as, to keep it from you. All of that is sacral chakra energy. Anything having to do with anything down in that pelvic bowl area. I'm talking to men and women, right in that, like at your root chakra, the base of your spine and the pelvic bowl area, to try to manipulate you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody is now saying to themselves, because they have a very twisted view of what a twin flame is, right? They're now saying to themselves, oh, that was my twin flame, and I don't know why I listened to everybody else around me. But I'm telling you, don't get caught up in that. Now people are starting to say, I sure would love to work with so-and-so because I'm clear. I see what their vision is. Now, all of a sudden, you see what the vision is. Again, you're not holding a grudge. Again, you see clearly the motive, right? Again, even around you currently now, if people are playing those games, pay attention. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. So an ex is an ex for a reason. Ex-friend, ex-lover, ex-whomever, ex-colleagues, ex-whatever. Here we have 444. I am protected because you are. Like I said before, you're divinely protected. Some people, not just one person, some people are going through karma. It's the energy they sent out into the universe coming back to them. Sometimes sometimes it's severe, sometimes it's not. Right? So here we have trust your journey, trust the way that your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. 444 is your number. And here's an affirmation card, and let's close it out. Affirmation card, and let's close it out. Let's go ahead and close it out. Focus. There we go. I am devoted to a clear mind. I take action toward my highest goals daily. I am confident in my abilities. I release distraction. I get the important things done. I am organized. I am in control of my thoughts, because you are. Water is going to help you to restart, to clearly see what's trying to come your way. You have a lot of blessings coming your way, but you also have a lot of ancestral support around you, blocking anything from trying to hurt you. And so these two outstanding energies that could be still, somehow you're thinking about, or you're kind of on the fence about, eventually you're going to take those out. You're going to take your power back from those energies as well. So it all ends on a high note. I just walk you through what I'm saying here in the cards for those of you all who want kind of a detailed description of things. I'm not trying to intentionally scare anybody or, get you paranoid. I'm only sharing with you what I see in the cards. So thank you to those of you all who appreciate how I share what I'm seeing in the cards with you all. The outcome is going to be a good outcome for you because you're divinely protected. You just have to know what's trying to come your way so that you can all just toss it into a fire bowl. so you can learn how to turn off the emotional faucet when it comes to it. Doesn't make you less compassionate towards those people. It just means that you're aware and you're saving that water for these creative projects, for your joy, for your healthy emotions, and anything coming your way, you can clearly see that. So I'm turning off the faucet back here, but I'm turning it up on this side because I need to clearly see what's coming my way. I want to see financial independence coming my way. I want to see how people hold me in high regard, not as their God, but their king or queen on their throne is talking to the king and queen in me. They hold me and they respect me. They respect my creative art, my work, all of this. So that's what I'm saying for you all, Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all on Sunday. Bye.